Hi, I'm still Stephen Gold, the author of The Return of Breaking Law. Up to £300 in compensation could eventually come your way without you even having to scratch your nose. That's as a result of a collective claim against Mastercard by somebody called Walter Merricks. Plenty of info on this on my blog. You probably won't believe it, but it's true. If between 1992 and 2008, while you were resident in the UK, you bought goods or services from a business which took Mastercard debit or credit cards, then if a claim succeeds, you ought to collect compensation eventually. That's even though you didn't actually use the Mastercard yourself. And the Court of Appeal has just ruled that the representatives of some 3 million people who've died but would have qualified had they survived could make a claim on behalf of their estate. You don't have to take any action now, only if you want to opt out. And since you're not a banana, you probably won't be doing this. For the official site on this claim, go to mastercardconsumerclaim.co.uk. Flight delay compensation. Well, you may have been refused compensation because you started county court proceedings instead of first using the airline's online claims portal, or perhaps you filled the portal out incorrectly, or you got somebody else, like a claims handling company, they don't like this, the airline people, to complete the portal on your behalf. Well, this is especially likely to have happened if a claim was against EasyJet or Ryanair. But because of a Court of Appeal ruling just made, you've got a reasonable chance of succeeding now if you start county court proceedings now, or if having started and you've failed, you seek successfully permission to appeal late. Mention this case to the airline, and if the airline won't reconsider, well, take legal advice on your particular situation. If you always pay your train fare, especially if a train's running, then this won't interest you. Oh, you're still there. Fixed penalties for travelling with no ticket or with an underpaid ticket are being hiked from the 23rd of January. For example, for being on board without a ticket, the penalty will be increased from £20 to £100. If the cost of a single fare would be more than that, then you pay that instead. If you settle up within 21 days, the £100 is reduced to £50. What a bargain. Wales may be different. Christmas shopping law tips. Buy my book, make a nice present. Plus, to be on the strongest legal ground to reject a substandard purchase and get a full refund, plus possibly some compensation on top, you must reject within 30 days of getting the item. You can always ask the seller, though, to extend the 30 days, and if they agree, put down details of the extension on your receipt. And if it's a gift that you're buying, ask the seller to write on the receipt that your legal rights shall be the legal rights of whoever you are giving the gift to, and make sure that their name goes on the receipt as well. And have a look at my video for much more on Christmas shopping tips. You love your driving license, don't you? Well, you can glue it to your hand, but don't damage it. That's because the requirement to send it to the court before a hearing if you're summoned for a road traffic offence, or to hand it over if you get a fixed penalty ticket, has ended as from the 30th of November, except in the case of disqualification. The bad news, they know all about those old endorsements. Your work contract may prohibit you from trying to make ends meet by taking on additional work with another employer. The prohibition has been unenforceable for some time in relation to 0 hours contracts. Well, as from the 5th of December, it's unenforceable if your weekly wage is no more than the lower earnings limit, which is currently £123 a week. If you were then fired because you'd taken on the additional work, you might well have a claim for unfair dismissal. Well, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and as ever, may you win all your court cases if you deserve to. Goodbye.